Okay, recording has started. Awesome. Uh, so welcome to the Litmus Chaos community meeting. Um, Ideally, it was supposed to be happening on third Wednesday of every month. So this third Wednesday of this month was a little busy for our community because there was KubeCon, there was a OSS Summit in Mumbai. I'm not sure if anyone of you got chance to be part of any of these events. Has anyone was there at KubeCon or OSS Summit India in Mumbai? No, no worries. No worries. Hopefully next time, wherever it happens, you guys can join. And again, this was first time for me as well, and it was fun. Um, but yeah, welcome to community meeting. And the way we do this meeting is, um, we start with a quick round of introduction. We talk about a few things about ourselves. The first thing we talk about is, of course, our name. Second is from where we belong. Third is how did you got to know about this particular meeting? Fourth is what is your intent of joining this meeting? Okay, so these are the four things. First, name. Second is from where you are, or where do you work, or if you're a student or a working professional. Third is the intent of joining this meeting, what you are expecting out of this particular meeting. And last is what was last? Yeah, intent of joining the meeting and what you are expecting out of this meeting. Okay. So why you joined this meeting basically. So these are the things that we one by one will share about, and then we'll proceed. I'll start with the presentation. We'll talk about the latest release that we did, Litmus 3.30.0, and then we'll be talking about what's going on in the project, how was the KubeCon, and what was the presence of our project over there. And then we'll be also talking about, if you are someone new to Litmus, how you can be part of this community and how you can make most out of it. Okay. So we'll start with a quick round of introductions, but before we start, let me quickly start sharing my screen. Okay, let me start this. And yeah, cool. I think we are good. We can start with introductions. Anyone wanna start
Oh, can I
first?
start?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Varsha Yuan. I'm from Karnataka. I'm a third year engineering student. I was also an open source contributor previously in GSOC, and I'm also a GSOC mentor as well. The main aim for which I wanted to attend this meeting was I just recently explored what is Litmus Chaos and all, and I set it up locally, played with it and all, and I just wanted to get more involved with the community and start contributing as well. So that's the main intention of why I wanted to attend this event.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Varsha, for joining. And one more thing I missed saying, Varsha. So whenever you end uh the your introduction, you tell about who will be the next person who will be going to give an introduction, so I don't have to ask again.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe anyone.
You have the names in front of you. You can take any of them.
Nivedita.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Nivedita. I just completed my second year of college, and my college is based in Bangalore also. So previously, I worked as an SD intern at Release in my first year, and now I want to, explore more in the open source projects, and I'm new to CNCF technologies. And for the aim part of this meeting, like previously, little bit heard about chaos engineering, like Netflix Chaos Monkeys, I think. And I wrote a blog about it also. And then I got to know about Litmus, and it was doing the similar thing. So I wanted to know where we are taking this project in the future. And I think I can learn and contribute a lot here. And I think
Awesome.
next, let's give chance to the Chief Chauhan for the introduction.
Thanks.
Hello everyone, I am Dipjit Chauhan. I am from West Bengal. So I started exploring open source recently and got to know about this Litmus Chaos, and I just run it locally and found it very amazing. So I just joined the Slack community and attend this meeting to find more about this project and everything. And looking forward to working with you and know more about this project. Thank you.
Okay.
Uh, Sankhya Shrikant, can you do your introduction next? Thank you.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. Myself Sankhya, and I'm from Bangalore. Currently, I'll be entering my second year, and I have been contributing to Zeneva OS, which is basically an OS that we're building for XR devices. So, while going through that, I also stumbled across LitmusChaos because something we were, planning to extend ourselves to, and I found an issue which is really interesting. So, I started working on a few issues, and I thought this might be a good chance to know more about the community and be a part of it. So that's how I'm here. Uh, okay, how do I pronounce this?
Okay, it's
Seven.
fine.
See,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fine. It's fine. That's the only one
Yeah,
left.
it's pronounced as 777. It's my GitHub ID name, so I kept it right.
Yeah.
My name is Ram. I'm from Hyderabad, and I have completed my second year at BITS Pilani campus, and I have been using Litmus Chaos since past week, and I have been doing open source since past year, and I think I have joined this meeting for exploring how Litmus Chaos goes and how is the community, and well, for exploring I've joined and hoping to learn from all you guys. Thank you. Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for all your introductions. I think no one is left now. But next time whenever we join, we please make sure that we join with some pronounceable name so that it's easy for me to identify as well. But yeah, even the GitHub also, whenever you keep your GitHub username, your GitHub is your identity as you go forward. So please make sure you use your name only. It's fine if you use 1, 2, 3, 4 later part of your name, but please make sure it's like identifiable. Because later it's hard to change because you already have contributions made in that account, right? So please don't make that mistake. But anyways, thanks everyone for your introductions. I'll quickly introduce myself and then we'll start with the meeting. I won't waste more of your time. My name is Prithirish and I'm the community manager and one of the maintainers of LitmusChaos. I take care of the project end to end, starting with your maintaining the issues, the project, the community meetings, community events that we do. We also do meetups in Bangalore in case if you are from Bangalore. We do a lot of meetups. The Litmus community meetups in Bangalore itself related to resilience testing. Um, in platform engineering. So if everything, I'm not sure if I am posting that on Slack, but I'll make sure that now onwards I post in Slack as well. Um, but you can find on my profile or somewhere else as well in case if you're interested to join. Next is yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, so that's what I do in case if you find any queries, questions related to anything related to project, feel free to reach out to me on Slack channel in case if you do not know. Uh, Litmus Chaos Slack is if you are part of Kubernetes Slack, you'll find if we are having two channels in the Kubernetes Slack workspace. First is the Litmus and second is Litmus Dev. Litmus Dev is primarily used uh, for your questions related to your issues and contributions sort of parts, and Litmus is more of used for queries related to the project. You can contribute to both these channels. You can, if you have questions or queries related to the issues that you're trying to fix or your PR that you want to raise, you can put in either one of them, but this is like primary things that we do with these two channels. But yeah, So feel free to join that to stay updated and to join these sort of community calls. But since you already have joined this one, you'll keep getting invites unless you yourself revoke the invite for upcoming meetings. All right. So yeah, we'll quickly begin the today's meeting. Yeah, I'll quickly walk you through to the agenda of today's meeting. We'll start with updates related to contribution and community, and that includes um, your latest release that we made, the new PRs that got merged, what were the fixes and stuff. We'll quickly give a walkthrough of that, and then we'll be giving some walkthrough on how you go through the issues and how do you know raise PRs and little hands-on what some best practices that you can follow for any open source project. But I'll talk about LitmusChaos and it's applicable for any project as well. I know you all are doing open source since a long time, but being a maintainer, I just want to show you that what we expect from contributors, what are the best practices, which will help us uh, get your PR merged quickly. Okay, what we look for, if we get it in one go, then it's a easy go for us and we'll get that thing merged. Okay. Then we'll go through some updates related to KubeCon and OSS India. We were part of both of these, and some good things about OSS India is something that I want to talk about. No, I'll be talking about later in this. And then we'll open the floor for questions. And I don't know why, yeah, Q&A and open discussion, and then we'll wrap that up. Okay. So I'll be talking for like in next 20 minutes or 10 minutes. I'll be constantly talking. If you have any questions, please feel free to interrupt me and feel free to ask your questions. Okay, cool. uh Firstly, we released Litmus 3.30. Release of Litmus projects happens between 15 to 20 of every month. So we recently did a release around 17th or 18th of this month, and the next release will be happening on in the dates between 15 to 20 July, anywhere in between. And after that only we usually do the community meeting so that we discuss about those things. Okay, so let's quickly jump to the release. So I won't go through each and every one of them. There are some features that got introduced. This is the first feature. Interesting one, we added a metrics port to the Litmus portal server. This majorly exposes the Prometheus metrics endpoint to introduce and scrape the matrices after you install the Litmus. Feel free to go through that. This is part of the major feature that was again done by this contributor. You can go and explore on that. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Um, and then if you go through more details, there are some fixes related to this one I found really interesting because when I was using this, even I found this bug. Uh, Previously, the irrespective of who's the project owner, you were able to check out the projects. But now this RBAC has been fixed using this PR. So now the active member will be able to see their own projects and only unless they are invited to other projects. So if you are new to Litmus, you might not be able to understand this, but I'll quickly give you a walkthrough of the tool. I won't be able to give because I do not have the setup right now, but yeah, if you go through the RBAC part of the documentation, you'll understand. There were some fixes related to typos and everything, and this one more fix of nail guard. This was also interesting. This was again raised by Pietro, who's one of the. Um this was raised by the adapter of Litmus from Canonical. So, majorly, what happens is these sort of issues takes a little longer time to get merged um, because these are little more critical in nature because these are raised by someone who's using LitmusChaos in their own organization. So whenever you see a issue, try to understand that. Try to reproduce that in your local to get into the depth of that. Try to do some discussion. So as you if you see over here, there are some discussions. Even though this was PR was raised for this, there were some differences that this person found that okay, this is done, but there are some things that we can do more about this issue. And then he raised another PR, and then it got merged. So do not do the contribution for the sake of doing it, please. uh, Rather try to find a solution for a problem. If you keep that perception, it will help you in long run. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, so these were the high level you know fixes made by the contributors. You can go through it. It will take me some time if I go through it one by one. Coming to the issues, if you are extremely new to Litmus, what we usually do is, uh, I know you all are aware of this thing, but still I'll just quickly walk you through to add filters. And yeah, first thing you do, no assignee, check out all the issues where we do not have any PRs, in case if you want to start contribute to the extremely new issues and everything else. Okay. Then there are some issues with good first tag. I'm pretty sure you must be knowing. So you can go to labels and you can search good first. If there are any issues open, you can go through it and start contributing. That's there as well. Okay. So these are a few things that you can do. But yeah, majorly, even if the PR is raised, if you have time, go through it. And if you see that the contribution was not like the PR has been raised since long, there are some contributions where contributors create a PR and we do follow up with them for 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 weeks. But if we do not get a response, we open that issue for contribution again. In that case, you have to look through it, and in case if you find something that some contributor has missed all the notifications, and if you find that issue interesting, you can ask that okay, hey, this it seems like the contributor is no longer active. Can I contribute to this? And one of our maintainers or I will be assigning that issue to you, and you can get started with that. Okay. In case if some any of the maintainers would is not able to get back to you on GitHub, I'll highly recommend to nudge us on Slack channel. The Slack channel is for that only. In case if you miss your PRs, in case if we miss your assign queries or whatever, please ping us on Slack. We have two Slack channels, right? You can put it on either of them. You can go to Litmus tab, and some of you have already done it already. So it helps us give the nudge that okay, something is left, and then we can take care. Open source runs little slower than what you see on enterprise side of work. So make sure you take care of that part as well. So yeah, this is how you do it. I'll come back to how you can contribute. I can see one more request for the same person, but yeah, I'll come back to the guidance on how you can get started with contribution and everything. But this is the high level of how you find issues and you can get started. Um, so yeah, next is this one is we were at KubeCon India. Um, okay, we were at KubeCon India 2026. It was in Mumbai. I'm not sure. 18th of 19th of this month, last week. And we already also had a booth. We had a project booth. You can see myself, and there was a project booth where a lot of people came to our booth to learn and understand about what we do, how they can contribute. And some of people were interested in joining the call as well. So we've also shared an invite to them as well. Um, so yeah, and also we had a keynote. So one of the co-creator of LitmusChaos, who is Uma. So Uma had a keynote on at KubeCon India, and they talked about how Flipkart is using LitmusChaos for their testing purposes, for big billion days and all other type of sales. And this was presented over there, and it was like one of the biggest achievements our project had, to give a keynote at such a big event. So it was this KubeCon was a big win for us. Next is one of our contributor also had a small not an small booth at OSS Summit, you can see. So he himself, he was one of the LFX mentee um, at Litmus, I think LFX 2024 or 5, I'm not very sure. His name is Akash. He was part of Litmus Chaos, and he also shared a small booth at OSS Summit India. And yeah, I was not very aware, but he later said that okay, I was there and I was doing this thing, and it was amazing, right? One of the contributor is the being an is advocating about an open source tool that he contributed to, and it's a wholesome moment for a contribution, a CNCF project, that the contributors are taking initiatives to be an advocate of a project and share about it. And yeah, it was a amazing thing. Next is any questions, queries? If you have, I'll wait for like 2 minutes or 1 minute, and then I'll start again. Okay, I think none. Cool. So I'll just quickly walk you through that. What are the best ways you can contribute to Litmus Chaos? First, we'll be talking about the code contributions that you guys might know already, but I'll again, if you are extremely new, if someone is watching this video for the first time, because this is a recorded video, it will go on Litmus Chaos YouTube channel, so they can quickly get a glimpse on what we do. Okay. First is the code contribution. So if you go to Litmus, this is again common for any open source project. The first thing that you do is you find contributing.md and carefully read this line by line. This includes everything that you need to know for any like how this community runs. Okay, starting from how you can ask questions and join Slack. We have two channels. Whatever I said in this meeting, everything is mentioned over here. Report issues, good first issues, how you can set this up in local, right? Um, all the development guide and everything is over here. You have to sign a DCO before you raise a PR, and how you submit the PRs, right? All the testing and everything, how the review process is, what are the PR checklists, and everything is here. You just read this and carefully, and everything will be able to understand. And these are the highlighted repositories. First is the Litmus itself, and these are some of the other repositories that you can look after in order for the contribution. Okay. About the meetings, so we do two type of meetings. First, this, which is a community meeting, which happens on every third Wednesday, 10 p.m. IST and 5:30 GMT. And we also do contributors meeting. So contributors meeting is majorly for contributors to share about the issues that they are facing in case your PR is not getting attention, why your PR is not getting merged or something. Any queries you have, please do raise in these meetings, and we will be happy to listen to you and get a solution or somewhere to a conclusion about your PR or a issue that you're facing. This happens twice in a month, but usually right now it's happening once in a month. That is either second or last Thursday of every month. And this is again recorded, so you can go through it later if you want to. These are invite only meetings, so you might have filled up a form, which is again here in public, and you can, go through it. All the meeting notes are public, Here are the meeting notes of all the previous meetings that we have done. It's taking some time to load, but yeah, these are all the previous meetings that we have done. April 1, May, and this is the June meeting. So you can, if you want to go through the meeting notes, you can go through as well. Okay. Yeah, so coming back to this one, this is a contributing guide. Here only it has a development setup as well. If you do not find, you can check out this chaos and the development guide. Here is how you set it up locally. You can set up your backend, you can set up your front end, and it's pretty straightforward. I haven't seen a lot of issue someone facing to set this up locally. But if you still face any issues, please drop in the Slack channel and anyone of us can help you out with your setup. Okay. um Again, do not ignore the documentation. So if you go to docs, Litmus docs, this is the Litmus docs. You can get started, and um, I'll highly recommend, if you are new to the project, understand the project first, understand the intent of what we are trying to do, what chaos engineering is, right? Then go through the concepts. What is chaos hub? What is resilience probes? What are projects, right? I was talking about RBAC. So everything will be mentioned over here. How you manage users inside of Litmus and everything else. Try to get in high level idea. This won't take you more than a few hours if you have a little good background, and you also have a small tutorial that you can follow to run your first experiment. Okay. So yeah, I'll also highly recommend to go through the architecture. So if you go to the architecture summary, this is how a high level architecture looks like. Litmus Chaos is a Kubernetes native tool. So your um, control plane sits in your Kubernetes cluster, and then you can add a target infrastructure, which is execution plane in any of these environments. It can be your bare metal, it can be your GCP or your Azure or AWS or whatever, right? You can run your experiments, target your workloads in any of these environments. Okay. Where you want to perform your uh, experiments, and do the disaster to test it. So yeah, this is how it looks like in high level. Okay, you do not have to go through everything, but a high level introduction of the project is good. Okay. um it will help you to understand the issues as well. So yeah, cool. So these are the things that someone new uh, should take care of, and how they can get started and stuff like that. Okay. An issue can be anything. It can be a small front end fix. It can be loading, can be your backend. It can be your GraphQL query issue, or anything, MongoDB issue that we have in backend. You can so feel free to raise any issue that you're facing, and then try to raise a PR for the same, and then reach out to us in case if you do not find a response in a week or so, or even if 2 3 days also. If you see that you're not getting responses on your GitHub, do share in the Slack channel, and that will help me also to track the issues as well. All right. uh so this is the high level way of how you can contribute to Litmus Chaos from the code perspective. Okay. But what I believe is code is not the only way you can contribute to a community. Community is built with different type of peoples. First is of course the code contributors who wants to improve the project, who wants to progress in the projects. But there can be more things that you can do as a contributor apart from your code contribution. Second is, if you are part of Litmus Slack, if someone is facing any issue, and if you know that you have a concrete answer for that, or if you want to jump into the discussions and help them out, feel free to do that. Okay, here is where you make your connections and do the networking, and show your skills. If you once you become familiar to any of the projects that you're working on, so do feel free to start any discussion. Feel free to jump into any discussions and share your thoughts. Okay. but be mindful of the tone that you are asking in. Okay, we are in a open source community, and make sure you use the right tone whenever you write a Slack message. We are in the age of AI, so we know we can take help of any of the AI tools to sort of neutralize the tone of how we are asking questions inside of a Slack channel. Third is, of course, you can be a mini advocate for a project where you sort of write your blogs about your contributions, or write blogs about the use cases that your project is solving. Okay, you can run your first experiment and you can share about how it went. You can share about how you can get started with Litmus Chaos. You can share about uh, why someone would use Litmus Kiosk or something like that. Anything, it can be anything. I'm just giving you example. This is also a contribution to a community. Okay, you are sharing about that what you are interested in and how it helps. So yeah, this is also you can do. And last is, of course, you can share feedbacks of the issues that you're facing and create a GitHub issue if you see that this is a potential feature that we can add and it will help us in long run. Feel free to add that. Someone will share some thoughts and discussions, and that will also make you learn something. Now, this is a place for you to learn from everyone. Okay, so be patient also, because open source runs little slower than how enterprises runs. So yeah, keep doing amazing work, and these are the ways I feel that you can contribute. This is neutral for any project that you contribute to. It's not just Litmus Chaos, but since you are here, I'm just talking about it. But yeah, lastly, we are opening the floor for a discussion in case if anyone has any questions, queries, or any discussions that you want to discuss about. Feel free to share your thoughts.
Actually, I was going through some issues to work on and I found some issues. So could you just assign that to me? I can
Could you
just
share
paste
the
that link.
issue in here
Yeah, 1 minute.
in the chat if you can? Majorly, we chat about the issues and contributions in contribution calls, but since you are already here, we can do that here itself. Okay, okay, there are few things. Let's check this one. Okay, missing installation without chaos center. Okay, there has been a long queue.
Oh, the
May
last
15.
comment is mine actually.
Okay, I didn't got any notification for this. That's when if you not available. But he replied on that day itself. I was not able to respond. But I'll ask these people first if they are interested. I have to assign them first, and then if I don't get a response in a day or two, I'll assign it to you. I hope that's fine because this is how it works. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
sure, works.
yeah. If again I miss anything, please Slack me, DM me on Slack, or put it on the uh, Slack Litmus
Sure.
Dev. Anyway, I hope you're part of the Litmus Slack. Okay, this is open. I can assign this to you. Yeah, cool. Um, then we have this one. I hope you have gone through the issue first, what exactly it asks for, and then okay, this seems to be an old issue, 24. Okay, I'm not very sure if this issue still exists.
Actually, I saw this issue as well, and I tried reproducing it, but I think it's fixed now.
Exactly. Uh, So, okay, what does this say? What understand? Okay, Nidita, can you do one thing? Can you share a recording of the issue is fixed so that people who will go through it will understand that it is fixed and I can close it?
Here in the comment itself, right? The same issue.
Sorry,
457, okay. In the same issue, right?
I'm not. Can you repeat?
In the comment section of this issue, right?
Yeah, comment section of this issue. It's 4451. Uh, it's in the chat. You can check it. Oh, but if you have already tested, it
Okay,
will be helpful.
okay.
Yeah. Mm, okay, error toasters. I think we have fixed error toasters, but so Varsha will wait for Nivedita to add a photo or a video fix. If it is already fixed, as she mentioned, we will close this issue.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Remove. This is again an extremely old issue. Okay. I think this has been fixed already. But still, let me see. Remove the inefficient code. Yes, the expression is not always true. Now we can shift the statement to true. This experiment status. Okay. I think this has already been fixed, right? This because these are always true. So you can see it is already fixed. So we can I think we can close this issue. I think this was fixed with this one. Yeah. Okay, he's talking about this one. Disabled show. I see. If I go to this. Oh, this seems it's merged, but it is still showing. Is it an old code? Master. What was the line? 219. Yeah, it's fixed already. Do not have that condition anymore. Yes. Seems to be fixed, but I'll still uh check with one of the maintainers if this is still active. But yeah. So yeah, Varsha, I think one issue that we have assigned, you can start working on that. And rest is most probably it's fixed. So you can look through more issues that you feel like you can contribute to. Okay,
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
cool. Awesome. So before you drop off, we do a small thing that is we want to uh write your names as you guys attended the meeting. So whenever we write a meeting note we mentioned about the attendees. So I think it's 52. Okay. All right. This is I'll add the agenda and other things later, but let me quickly add your names. David Cheet Chauhan. Yeah. Nivedita Karshaj. Who are the other people? I don't remember the names, but anyways, let it be. But cool. Thanks everyone for joining today's meeting, and looking forward to your contributions, and hoping to see you in upcoming meetings. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.